found it so interesting to watch science find new solutions to old problems. One comes from San Antonio's Southwest Research Institute. They're developing a process to turn cut-off hair into a protein-based powder suspended in a sterile liquid, which will be the foundation for building cartilage replacements for worn-out knees. The new substance has not been reabsorbed by volunteers injected with it for over 2 years, so it's unlikely to trigger allergic reactions. Larger trials are needed to get FDA approval. The research scientists hope that the material might also be used for vocal cord augmentation, as a treatment for serious burns, as a skin-soothing salve after chemical peels, as a filler to remove wrinkles. Another innovation comes from the fishermen of North Carolina, who catch 40 million tons of crab each year, yielding 36 million tons of shells to rot in landfills. You won't believe what they can make out of that. It's aerobics. Hello from the Kananaskis. Let's get you warmed up and we'll do some high-intensity, low-impact aerobics here. We're going to march 4, grapevine out and back. 4, 3, 2, hit it. Grapevine out and come on back. March 4, 4, 3, grapevine. You know, this chitin in crustacean shells has a lot of potential in our lives.
What can it do?
Well, apparently this stuff can be used as a natural insecticide for citrus fruits.
Really?
I mean, okay, so that's okay, but listen, there's more. It apparently also prevents pre-cooked beef products from losing their flavor. Well, that's not too outlandish, but here's the corker. It can become, with some processing, an anti-fungal deodorizer for underwear. Do you really need that in your life?
I'm wondering how to figure that out.
I'm going to change this march. I'm going to change the march next time. Grapevine, you do your march. I'm going to do 4 step knees. Grapevine, there's a Japanese fabric manufacturer who is trying to weave a chitin-derived fiber out of which he will make underwear. So, you know, no more smelly shorts.
That can hurt.
Hey, do we need this, I ask you? Why don't they think of that? Okay, one more time. And then just hold the step knee. And give me 4 step touch. Give me 4 more step knee. That's it.
Just little knees, right, Charlie?
Huh?
Just little knees.
Yeah, we're just warming up here. We'll crank it up into high gear here.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Now give me 4 step heels. And step touches. And step heels. And step touch. And lastly, step heels and hold those heels. Cueing you to the last one. Here's 4, 3, hold this last one. Take a minute, just take a minute, you can afford it. And flatten your back and brace your body, your torso on one or both of your legs. Stick your rear end to the sky. Feel the stretch right there. Well, that warm-up definitely works.
You're ready to go already?
You know, as soon as I start increasing my rate of respiration,
You're ready?
I'm warm. I'm not quite warm yet.
No.
Just strip off when it feels right. You know, we are so lucky here in the Kananaskis. We're stretching your calf muscle, heel down. We have a brisk breeze. It's often about, what do you say, 10 degrees centigrade in the morning?
Yeah.
I think it might be a little warmer than that today. What do you think?
I think It is actually.
Feels nice.
That breeze is beautiful.
Now, for people who work in Fahrenheit, I'm thinking 10 is about 40 Fahrenheit.
I don't even know
Yeah, I think
anymore.
it's somewhere in there. So, just a perfect temperature for aerobic activity. Switch legs. Put out that other little hamstring group on notice. We are going to be using them. They will need to come on into our team.
Is this one of the best hamstring stretches you can do?
Yeah, we can do more intense ones. We could get on our back and pull that leg up, but it's too early to do that. You don't have enough blood flow. You're not warm enough right now for intense stretch.
Usually after.
But yeah, I believe you'll be warm enough after. I kind of think so. You ready to go to work?
Okay.
Give us a faster beat. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so what we got on the menu today?
Mambo, we like mambo.
Okay.
Here's what it looks like. In the beginning, you can give a little hip twist, but you may get so preoccupied with the cardio work, you lose the hip twist.
And that's okay.
That's all right. Now, give me a mambo and then a mambo cha-cha. It looks like this. We mambo, mambo, cha-cha, mambo. So it changes your lead leg. Are you with us?
I'm with you.
Mambo. Yes?
Yes.
Mambo, mambo, cha-cha, mambo. Mambo, cha-cha, mambo. Now, what we're going to do in a minute, after one of these cha-chas, we're going to add 4 step touches. And here's a little trick that Lisa actually thought of. The step touch goes the opposite direction of your mambo. So, after the next cha-cha, so step touch this way. Now mambo, mambo cha-cha, step touch. Mambo, mambo cha-cha. And there are those step touches. Here it is. Got a good close up there. This way. And here's that mambo again. And mambo cha-cha. Now I'm going to change this step touch. Instead of doing step touch, I'm going to do step knee. Give it a shot with me. I'm going to kick it right up into second gear here in a minute.
I can feel it coming up there.
So it's step knee. 3, 2, 1. Mambo. Mambo cha-cha. Now, if you want intensity, look here. Here's how you get it. You lift those knees real high. And you lift them out to the side with your knee joint open a bit. That really pulls in a demand for energy. Now watch, Eric. Bend that weight-bearing leg. That's it. Good. Mambo cha-cha. Knees. 3, 2, 1. We're breathing. Yep. How you doing, ladies?
Pretty good, thanks.
I'm hanging in there. Ho. Come on. Show me some great big knees. Doesn't matter whether you got short legs or long legs. If you lift to the side, bend your weight-bearing leg, open that knee joint, it takes energy. Ho. Couple more. Yes. Ho. Last time. All right, and now hold this mambo right there. Hang in. Good.
That was second gear.
Let's turn this into a march. You're going to give a mambo a wide tight. You might have called it a mambo V-step. Okay, so that's all in the same lead leg. So broad, tight. Now you keep that going. I'll show you what the add-on is. I'm gonna squat. Mambo, wide, tight squat, elbow to knee, mumbo, wide tight. Here it is, elbow to knee. Yes, mumbo, V-step, down, down. Whoa, now that's vigorous. Yes, lots of quad work, lots of quad work. Not only quad, heart, cardio.
My mouth is open.
That's right. You need to open your mouth here, because you're going to be requiring so much oxygen that you need it fast. Squats. Oh, hold this mumbo, hold it. Recover. Catch your breath. Now, give me a mumbo and a mumbo cha-cha. Here's a mumbo. Give it with a cha-cha. Change your lead. Cha-cha. Mumbo. Mumbo cha-cha. We're just catching our breath. We're going to hit those squats again on the other side. One more switch. Now switch again. Hold this mumbo. Make it mumbo, wide tight, or V-step. Here it is. Mumbo, wide, tight, mumbo. Once more like that. Okay, next time we add on those squats. Here come those squats. The other way. Ho! And you notice when you come out of that second squat, there's a little balance work right there. Well, that was planned. Because that's good practice for you. That recruits all the muscles of your torso and your legs to keep you upright and stable. And it's good, valuable, functional muscle strength. Okay, squat, elbow to knee, squat. Couple more.
Woo.
Hang on. One more time. And here are your last squats. Now, hold this mumbo, make it a march. I just want you to keep it in cruise control in the break. March 4, tap 4 to the same side, like this. 4, 3, to the side, 4, 3, march 4, and tap to the other side. 4, 3, march 4. Just keep it there. We'll be back, take it further, and march. Shauna Solomon is new to our motley cast and crew this year, and we love having you.
It's nice to be here.
You're so easy to work with. And I've known, and it's clear to you probably, that she is not a rank beginner in front of a camera. She has a theater background. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, I've worked in the theater since in 1982 when I graduated from university.
Where?
I went to UBC, and then I went over to England and studied at the Webber Douglas Academy, and I
Wow.
worked in England for almost 10 years.
On stage.
Stage, film, and television.
What did you do in Cats?
I was the white cat.
Tell us a story about the subway.
Oh, I got caught in the subway one night on my way to the theater, and it stopped, and no one said anything. We were there for about an hour and a quarter, and I was starting to sweat because the half-hour call was coming. So I pulled out my street makeup, and I didn't have much in my bag, and looking in the window of the subway for a mirror, I put my cat's eyes on.
Do you mean you did your
I
full
did my full makeup with whatever
people
I had.
just
People were looking at me like I was kind of weird, but in London they have a high tolerance for weird-looking sights, so nobody said anything, and then I got off the tube and ran to the stage door and got there just in time.
Was that your most fun job?
Oh no, by no means. No, that in fact, to do a long-running musical 8 shows a week is
Tough,
really
hard
work. And towards the end, you think you'll kill yourself if you hear those songs one more time. No. So no, that wasn't my most fun. I enjoyed a lot of challenge at television as well, and they do such good quality television there that it was great. But I'm married a Calgarian.
And so here she
Here I
is.
am in
Carol
Canada.
Moss is our game. We think you're so brave to come out here with a breech baby, very close to term. Thank you so much for
Is it brave or stupid? I'm not sure.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay, catch us up on this march. Remember, it's March 4, tap 3, and step touch over there. I'll count your marches. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap 3, 2, and here's the step touch. March and tap. Now watch what happens to the step touch. It becomes a step leap. Here's 3, 2. Cover territory. Here are the taps. 3, 2, 1. Across. Yes. You got it. Taps again. And leap. Now listen, here's the last time to march. It's only taps and leaps here. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Leap. Tap, 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 leap.
Oh, that's it.
What, Lisa?
I like this one.
Hey, well, it gets worse.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Guess what we're going to lose? We're going to lose the taps in a minute. So we'll just be leaping lizards. Last time to tap. Now just leap, leap, leap. That's it. Now watch this trailing foot. Bring that trailing leg behind. You got it?
I got it.
All right, come on down low. What does this look like?
We're skating.
Skating. Speed skating. That's it. Get some figure 8 hands going. Now, if you really use your big skating arms here, you can drive up that energy demand, which drives down the excess fat on your body. Yay! Yay! Like that. Like you have a lot. 4, 3, to the same side. 4 times. 4, 3. Alternate. 4, 3. The other side. 4, 3. Alternate. Come on. Process oxygen. Don't be afraid of hard work. You're allowed to work as intensely as you like, as is comfortable, given your fitness level. 4, 3, alternate. Whoa! Eric's just panting back there.
I'm focusing. I'm not.
Woo! And 4 to the same side. Hold this. Hold the alternating. Doing another pattern.
Sure.
Step touches? No, how about single, single, double in this? Okay, all right, I'll count it for you. Single, single, double. Again, single, single, double. Single, single. 2 more. Here's your last pattern. Now just hold alternating. Come on. I can see it down there. Give her all you got. The bonfire. The fire pit.
Isn't that the best
It
part?
can't be more than a quarter mile down the canal. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Just step touch. Woo. Catch your breath. Good work, team. How hard are you working? Have a look. This is the Borg Perceived Exertion Scale. And if you're honest with yourself and say how hard you're working, choosing some of the verbiage on the screen, let's see where you'd be. Would you be in the slightly darkened area between 13 and 15? Could you say, working somewhat hard? I could say for me, right then, I was working hard.
I'm here. I was with
And
you.
you were working very hard.
I was with you.
And what that means is you're really getting good benefit. All right, turn these step touches into curls. Give me 4 curls and 4 side lifts. 4, 3, 2, side lifts. They look like that. 4 curls. That's it. Side lifts. Can you keep that going in the break? We'll be back to cool you down. This is my friend who needs no introduction. I think you've been doing this as long as I have.
Pretty long.
I count 20 years.
Well, not quite that long, Charlie. Come on, give me a break. But I've been at it quite a while.
So do you suppose you're as good a cook as I am?
You know, I am really into the good cooking. You're like a fanatic. I'm not a fanatic, but at least I'm into it. I like it. You know that. I got to tell you this great story. You know, I was in law school, and first time I was ever really away from home, and I was away for 3 years. I was going to University of Saskatchewan, and I was trying to figure out. I never cooked a roast before, so I was trying to figure out how to cook a roast.
That's not an easy process.
No, well, it's not easy, but there's a rule, right? Like for every pound, you cook it like 10 minutes or something like that. So I went out and I bought a roast, and I cooked it for 10 minutes. I forgot to multiply times the number of pounds of the roast that I bought, so it was hilarious.
Listen.
So it didn't cook very well.
One time when I went off to England, and this was not my first time away from home, but my mother didn't let me cook much in them. It was my day in the digs to cook supper that night. I went out and bought chicken and breaded it and threw it in hot oil like I'd seen my mother. And as soon as it was crisp, I took it out. That doesn't mean it's done inside.
No,
so we started from the same roots.
Exactly the same roots. But I think it's worked a little better since then. I've taken a few cooking courses.
You really have.
Yeah.
I admire that.
But I like the low fat stuff, and I think it's great. You know, I like that. It's been lots of fun.
Do you ever use your car in town? I see you on the bike everywhere.
I do that. Yeah, of course I have to. But yeah.
Why do you have to?
Well, because sometimes I'm going either really far. I've got to take things with me, right? And so I like to do that. But yeah, and this year I've gotten into rollerblading. I've even rollerbladed to work.
Really?
Yeah, taking the rollerblades, taking them off to work, and that's been fun. It's been great. I like that. It's exercise, everything to do something a little bit different. It's fun.
Yeah. You've been a great friend all these years.
Yes, we've had a lot of fun.
We've had a lot of laughs. Cool down time. Just give me step, kick, step, kick, step, kick. And we're going to add 3 marches after a step kick. So it's step, kick, and march 3. I'll get you started. I'll count you into it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, step, kick, march, march, march. Step, kick, 3, 2, 1. Step, kick, 3, 2, 1. Step, kick, 3. Now watch us go to the side. Step, kick, march, march this way. Step, kick. That's it. Step, kick. You know what I've been reading? Is a history of the Kananaskis. There's a woman up here who works for the park system, Ruth Alt, and she is just a very detailed kind of intellectual historian, little tiny details about the development of this valley.
Oh,
and what I have learned is just so interesting. Apparently the prisoners of war, the German and Japanese POWs from the Second World War were encamped here in their internment camps. I think they weren't even all POWs. I think the Japanese were rounded up, even immigrants to this country at that time, which is kind of a sad tale. But anyway, they were housed here, and they liked it. They were treated very well, and it was boring in the camps, so they lobbied to do any work they could outside of camp. And so on any given day, they would let 75 to 450 of these guys out, and they took them up and let them cut the trees down to build Barrier Dam and Barrier Lake.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so a lot of the man-made lakes here in this country were from the labor of these people.
That's
And
interesting.
many of them wanted to climb the mountains. And they were allowed. Hey, you could sign a paper that you promised to, number one, come back. Number two, stay on the trail. And they could do it. And they let them do it. And a lot of those people loved this country so much and were so well treated that they actually immigrated back here after the war was over. Well, our thanks to all those folks who helped build this fabulous valley. Keep dancing. We'll come back to stretch. And march, march, march. My friend is Dave Winfield, who's general manager of the Kananaskis Inn Best Western. You've been in the management of that property for 9 years. I bet you have a story or two, a horror story or two.
Well, not a horror story, rather an amusing situation. 4 years ago, we completed our banquet facilities at the Pocatera Suites. And on one of the first banquets that we had there, it was a meeting and convention, and it was in June, and everything was going along very nicely, and all of a sudden a bear came and put his paws on the window, and the convener of the convention said, "Book this room next year, we want the same thing."
You mean he saw that as a benefit? And
That's true.
And it was a real bear?
Yes, but sadly he didn't come the second year. However, the convention did.
Oh my goodness
Yeah.
gracious. You've never had a bear or deer come inside?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I want you to try a stretch, which I just learned from our physiotherapy consultant. It's just a kneel, and you're going to pelvic tilt real hard. Okay, so you get your quadriceps on stretch by doing that. Now, if you lean away from your floor leg, you begin to feel all through your hip and even on your torso here. How far can you lean?
Is this one of those balance tests again?
It's going to fall off. Yeah, if you can keep from falling over, you can draw up that arm as well. Good work, team. You really kicked it in the butt today. Go get them. It Figures is produced in association with the Life Network, high on a plateau at the foot of Mount Kidd in the Rocky Mountains of Kananaskis country. Our production tent is supplied by Warner Shelter of Calgary. This leg is vertical. You gotta feel your quadriceps. Now lean and drop this hand. Right hand comes up. Oh, yes. Oh, that is nice. Okay, now hamstrings. Here you go. If you would like to buy an exercise video, a copy of this show, or one of our cookbooks, call 1-800-MORE-FIT. Viewers requiring an answer from It Figures should enclose $3 and a self-addressed stamped envelope. Oh, yes, flatten that back. Hamstrings still. Right there. Americans spend $40 billion a year to stay thin, but are still getting fatter. The Center for Disease Control defines obesity as 20% or more above ideal weight. In 1981, 25% of Americans were obese. In 1991, it rose to 33%. Now, 40% of the U.S. population is estimated to be obese. The trend is similar in Canada. If this rate of increase continues, 75% of North Americans will be obese by the year 2050. The cost of an overweight population is staggering in direct medical charges and work days lost for weight-related illness. I can't imagine how we're going to pay for it. I don't know if people will be motivated toward a healthier lifestyle for the collective good, but the personal, internal motivation ought to be enough if we can spare folks repeated failures by weeding out the ineffective money-grabbing gimmicks and demonstrate what really works. To that end, let's activate your muscle.
Before you pump iron, I want to just get some blood flow, get you warmed up. So step touch, it looks like this. Hey, you know that new research shows that weight training, building your muscle, is as effective in burning calories as aerobic exercise. In other words, this is helping you lose fat. Here's 4, 3, 2. Give me 2 grapevines. Out this way and back this way. 4, 3, grapevine twice. Out you go and back. So don't tell me, I just want to get thinner. I don't want to get bigger. This is getting you leaner. If you will weight train on a regular basis, studies show you'll burn 30 to 50 more calories a day. Why would that be? Bigger motor. That's it. Muscles are your motor. That's what consumes the energy. Exactamundo. Okay, let's cut this in half. 1 grapevine, 2 step touches right here. Grapevine once, step touch twice. Got it?
Got it.
Right.
So far, so easy.
So far, so good. Knock on wood. Okay, I want to change these step touches. I'm going to go knee, knee, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee, step, knee, step, knee. Knee, knee, knee. 1, 2, 3, up, down, up, down, up.
That's waking up.
Can I change it again?
I think we can handle it.
Okay, have a look, see. 1, 2, 3, curl, step, curl. Hello, hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, curl, step, curl. That's it. Once more like that, kids. Now give me those knees again. Give me 3 knees. Yes. 1, 2, 3, knee. I'm going to change again. I'm going to do a squat. 1, 2, 3, knee, squat. 1, 2, 3, knee, squat, together. 1, 2, 3, knee, squat, together. 1, 2, 3, up, together. 1, 2, 3, up, together. Last one. Come on, one more. And right there. You ready to work? Whoa. Speaking of squats, let's do them. Squats work your quads, and then work your glutes. So, put your foot up on the sofa or any really sturdy, steady, heavy piece of furniture. If you have some weights, hang them on the top. Look how far apart my front and back foot are. Way far apart. One leg 10 times. Down and up. And down. Are you with us? Then we'll count 1. We'll count 2, Dwayne size. Oh no, 2 for nothing. And 2 for 1. And down and up. Ooh, these are tough. They may be looking easy, but they're hard. Hang on. Grit your teeth. Grunt through with me. Only 3 more. And come on. We can do it once more. Down and up. Woo. Scoot back. Give a little wiggle. Put your other leg up there. Lots of distance between your front and back foot. Now you could do this on the floor if you don't have anything to put your foot up on. The floor will do. I like like this better. Okay, are you ready?
Ready?
I'm ready. Go. Down, up, down, and now we count. Here's 1, and up. Here's 2, and up. You know, not only is obesity going to cost us in the pocketbook, the collective pocketbook, it costs in the personal pocketbook. Over-fat executives who are laid off find it harder to compete for new jobs against thinner rivals. 'Tis documented. Last one. Yay. Anybody glad that's over?
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so you got lots of good muscle activity and strength work here. Let's put on weights if you have anything to hang on the ends of your legs. Business research estimates that a male loses $1,000 a year in salary for every pound he is overweight. Imagine.
Amazing.
That's discrimination. I mean, nobody ever thinks
That is.
it's right. We're just saying it exists.
That is discrimination.
Okay, we're going to work these glutes again. If you don't have a step, go right to the floor like Debbie. If you have a step or a really solid piano bench, come and lay down here and hug it. And Dwayne and I are going to do backward leg raises like this. You see what's happening? So you really stabilized your core. You've isolated the glutes. Let's count this number 3 and down. Here's 4 and down. Last one and down. Other side. Okay? You ready? Lift. Up and up and down and down. So we're not worried about your back in either position. Debbie's head is down. I know her back is can't charge. And goodness knows our trunk is stable. One more. Up and up. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you're doing them like Debbie, you just go right on. You're going to have 5 more legs. If you're with Dwayne and me, we're going to make every effort to do double leg lifts. So hold on to the end of the step, and here you go. Up and up. Now, your pubis is off the end of the step. That would hurt something terrible.
Oh, yeah, it did.
If you tried to have your pubis up on the step. So it's hanging off. That's it. Ugh. Hard
These are
work.
hard, yeah.
And this is not only good for your glutes. This is back work as well. Up, lift, couple more. Get your teeth. Come on. Here's your last one. Up and up and down and down. Whew. I think I'll just melt here. Feel that? Okay, roll over here. Let's do abduction. Get a good stable base here. Put your hand out front. Bend your bottom leg. Top leg does the work. Lifts up and up and down and down. That's it. Now try and kind of turn your toe toward the floor. And your heel is up a little higher. That's good abduction.
Oh, yeah, you can feel that. What a
You
difference.
better count me for us. Up, 4. Yeah, 4 more, I think.
You lost count
Let's
somewhere.
go lose where we are here. Not when we're working this hard.
A little too enthusiastic.
Okay, gang. Last one. Now, just stay there. I want you to try something. If you're struggling with that, you just keep right on going that way. If you weren't struggling, I want you to try this. You're going to lay your head down, and now you're going to have no supports here. You're going to have to do the stabilizing with your body, with your trunk and the rest of your body. Get rid of your hand, put it wherever you want, and try up and up and down and down. Now see how you start to wobble? Like me? It's much harder.
Trust you to come up with a harder way to do this.
So as I recall, this was your bright idea. Here's 5. Much harder. Getting a bigger bang for your buck. 3 more. Whoa. Whoa. This is getting into the advanced category. 1. Oh.
one the whole way through.
Are you with us? Okay, count number one. Here's one the easy way. And down. There we go. This obesity problem at least is acknowledged. Nobody, neither the public nor the physicians, think that it's just lack of willpower. It is truly a disease, and eventually we'll figure out how to deal with it. Maybe it'll be a pharmaceutical solution, but until that time, we gotta just keep plugging away here. Eat well and exercise. Oh, that one's done. Now, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. Here's the hard way. You get yourself all lined up. Now, don't bring your legs front. You're right in one line. And now try and balance and lift. See you back. You got 10 to do. Number 3. Up. Here's 4. Up. Here's 5. Carla Hansen is the head of guest relations here at the Lodge at Kananaskis. Carla, all the staff, certainly except for the senior staff, seem to be young people from all across Canada. Is that a national hiring program? How does that work?
We do have a national hiring program, and what we have been doing in the last few years is we've been bringing a lot of people in from the Atlantic provinces, and we've been finding that these people have been jumping at the opportunity to come out here. I mean, the scenery alone, I think, is a good explanation as to why people want to come out and really experience new things. And I think that our guests really get a lot out of it, seeing so many staff from all over Canada, and it's really a treat for them when they come here to see us.
This is a big country, and a lot of people can't afford to travel it on their own, so that's kind of a unification program that CP...
Yeah, you bet. And it gives the younger people an opportunity to do that traveling. Well, if they're going somewhere for a job, then they get to see a lot of the countryside.
Yeah, it's been fun working with them.
You bet.
Okay, you're on your backside here, and you're working the muscles that adduct your legs. Now, don't bring it in all the way, because there's no work when your legs are right up overhead. So it's down and up. You may want to keep your hands here as a little safety, lest you go too wide. Going full. Are you with us? How many more?
4 more.
Did you just draw that out of a hat?
I did.
Sounds good to me. Down and up. This would be the last one, and you're done. Okay, now that you're there, let's do reverse curls. I like to cross my ankles. Dwayne doesn't matter. What you mainly want to do is keep your legs out of the picture so that they don't aid your lift. So all you do is contract your belly and release. Contract, contract, and release. Contract. And it doesn't matter if you don't produce any movement at all. We don't care. It's the contraction that is valuable.
Very concentrated.
And up. Yeah, it is concentrated, focused work. Hang on. Don't hold your breath. Try and keep breathing normally. Last one, up and down and down. All right, ankle weights off. That reverse curl really focuses the work on the lower fibers. Now stay down. We're going to do some more abdominal work. It's called abdominal bracing or core stabilization. Now, you've got right angle here, right angle here. If you're a beginner, watch Dwayne. He's going to put down the leg to make it a little easier. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now, here's where the work is going on. When your leg goes down, your back goes down. Watch the back. And now it can relax. Down, down, stay down, now relax. Stay down, and now relax. See how that works? So you're training your transverse abdominal muscle to pull your belly in. Whoa! Last time.
That was right.
And other leg. Down, down, up, up. Now, remember, please, the work is going on in your belly. It's the leg. challenging your belly. And the belly works when you pull your back down. So the minute that leg starts to lower, you want to see this. Pull your contraction in, contract your belly. There you go. And here's the last one. Down, down, up. Woo! Just rest.
You have to remember to breathe on that too.
Yeah, it is tempting to kind of grunt. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If you did all that and your belly is not aching, I think everything's wrong. At least you should be feeling it in there. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
This isn't really belly acher, as they say. You can do all that again. Or you can move on to a harder one. Look at the back. It's relaxed. As I go down, it's going to go down. I'm going to push that heel out. I'm going to adduct to the side, little tiny bit, about an inch, and back again. I'm going to adduct twice, bring it back, and up. Whoa, hard. Ready, go. Out, push, adduct, and in, adduct, and into your bum, and up. Down, push, side, return to your bum, and up. This is very hard. Your lever is long, and it's out there for a long duration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh! Now what do you do if your back starts to arch off the floor? You put this other leg down. It becomes so much easier. Ah! Thank you. So that's your legal way to cheat. Out and out. We're going to do one more and switch. Down, push, adduct, and back, adduct, and back, and in, and rest. Whoa! Are you game for the other leg?
Can we do it next time?
Oh, Dwayne, you miss you. Okay, ready, go. Down, push, out, in, back, and up. These ab muscles do this all day anyway. You're just challenging them so they get stronger and better at doing what they're supposed to do. You are making for yourself a natural human girdle to hold your innards in. Oh, can we do 3 more?
Sure.
Down, out. It's tedious, isn't it? Talk about worthwhile. Talk about worthwhile time spent. And 1 more. Woo. Down, out, adduct, back, and I really don't think I could do one single solitary, another one. Can you do a few forward curls in the break for me? Crack off 10 or 12 of those and see you back. And lift. Up and up and down and down. Up and up and down. A lot of people say to me, it's so important that I reduce my body fat. I'm carrying too much to be healthy. Help me. I gotta tell you, as an adult, it's unlikely that you can maintain weight loss if you don't, number 1, exercise regularly, and number 2, improve your dietary intake. And I think number 1 is probably easier than number 2. Here's what I say to people about diet. If you can move away from the simple carbohydrates, the sugars, and move away from fat to complex carbohydrates, particularly fruits and vegetables, I gotta tell you, you can eat plenty to be satisfied, to feel like you've had a meal, walk away happy, and still have a low caloric intake. That is the way to permanent weight control. We love this tent. keeps the sun off today, and tomorrow it could keep the snow off. The weather is unpredictable in the Canadian Rockies. Bicep is working. You're going to glue that elbow right to your knee. Got it? All right, here's number one. She's up. She's down. Experts say that if you are 10% over your ideal body weight, you're going to have to restrict calories once you get to your goal weight to prevent regain. But exercise alone won't do it if you're over 10% over your ideal weight. What's the easiest way to restrict calories? Cut out the fat. Cut out the fat. That girl knows the answers. Last one done. Woo. Eat less fat, not less food. That's right. Where you heard that. Another arm and down. Up and up. Man, you can still eat plenty to be satisfied if you can just eat high fiber, low fat, heavy on the carbos, fruits and vegetables. That's it.
Charlene, it amazes me. You eat an awful lot for a tiny little person.
I do. I'm too. It's true. Jim came up the day before yesterday, and we finished off between Jim and me one of those cartons of blueberries.
Oh, yummy. Yeah.
I'm not recommending it because we paid for it the next morning. You know what I mean? Okay, triceps. We're going to do double triceps. If you haven't got a heavy weight, do one arm at a time. Not. I don't think so. Straighten out your spine. Keep it in neutral. Up and down. That's it. Okay. If you're doing double, can you do 20 of them in this break? If you're doing single 10 an arm, see back. And she's up. Over the years, we have really come to love complex carbohydrate in our family. And here's how we get it. Here's how we deal with it. We don't buy white bread, and we no longer buy white rice, polished rice. We just buy whole grain and wild rice and all of our breads, few of which we make, most of which we buy at local bakeries. We buy the whole wheat versions. We eat all those popcorn rice cakes, you know, all that kind of stuff, so that we get plenty of complex carbohydrate, and we just don't have the refined stuff around. I don't even buy white flour any longer. I only buy whole wheat flour, and that's you don't need white flour to bake. All my baking seems to turn out all right. So if you can move away from the refined to the more complex, you get better nutrition and fewer calories. Okay, get yourself down here. We'll do some pec work, some chest flies. Now, if your legs are too long to fit on your piano bench or your step, put on the floor, but do this, whatever. Press your back down, okay? Open up your arms and pull them together and down. That's it. She's up. She's down. Now, as you start to restrict calories, you got to do it ever so slowly, or your metabolism will revolt. So you have to do that very gradually. And again, we would suggest that you start thinking about revamping your diet rather than eating less. Try and substitute the fattier foods for the lower fat foods. Is that it? Yeah. One more, then bring it up and set it up. Oh, grab a weight and let's do some shoulder presses. I'm going to take a heavier one here, being brave. Up. Now mind your back. Mind your back. That you're not arching your back. That's what I wouldn't want to see. Indiana University took 65 obese men and women, put one group on a brisk walk 3 times a week for 30 minutes. The other group weight trained. The third group did both. The fourth group did nothing. They watched TV all day. Guess who saw improvement? who did nothing saw no improvement. Go get him, Tiger. You worked hard.
It Figures is produced in association with the Life Network, high on a plateau at the foot of Mount Kidd in the Rocky Mountains of Kananaskis country. Our production tent is supplied by Warner Shelter of Calgary. Like to buy an exercise video, a copy of this show, or one of our cookbooks, call 1-800-MORE-FIT. Viewers requiring an answer from It Figures should enclose $3 and a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Okay. Now take your left arm and do the left trap drill.
Research continues to support the use of moderate exercise during pregnancy. Case Western Reserve School of Medicine studied 79 women aged 28 to 34 who exercised for 30 minutes 3 times per week. When they became pregnant, half of those women stopped exercising. The other half continued aerobic training. Early in pregnancy, there was no difference between the two groups, but at 15 weeks into term, the exercisers were gaining weight slower than the quitters. At delivery, the exercisers had gained less weight. They gained 31 to 33 pounds compared to the non-exercisers who averaged 39 to 42 pounds. What's really important is the exercisers delivered with an average of 4.5 fewer pounds of fat on their bodies. All the women in the whole study gave birth to healthy, normal weight babies. Listen to your body. Don't exercise real hard, but don't quit either, unless it's absolutely necessary. Grab that stuff.
Okay, let's get you going here. You hear the beat? You got it? You got it? Okay, we're going to march. It becomes a mumbo. Looks like this. Forward and back.
Now, there's nothing better than talking about pregnancy when you got Shauna here.
I
It's
know.
like 2 any minute now.
Awesome. That was planned. And listen, this girl has got herself a breech baby. 2 weeks ago, that little guy or gal turned on her, and he's got one foot down and one leg up. He's doing what we call a single knee. And we've been working on getting it to turn around. Now, put this on the step, mambo like that, and you're going to get one mambo and one mambo cha-cha. Here's the mambo. Here's the mambo cha-cha. Changes your lead for your mambo and your mambo cha-cha. That's it. That's it. Here's the cha-cha. Now, put the mambo in the center and the cha-cha mambo at the side. So it's center and then side. You got it? Yep. Yep. So, I happened to come across some research. It's real interesting. And Donna came over and she was kind of in a snit. Said, what's wrong? She said, I got a breech baby. Which kind of means C-section, right? Well, not always, but in this particular type it does. So I said, oh, I've just been reading some research. And lo and behold, it was on using hypnosis to get mothers to relax.
So you're going to have to change this one up
You
here.
want to? Okay, what's going to happen is that. Can you make this mambo a basic? Okay. Yep. So there you are up and down. So they took these women and hypnotized 100 of them. These are pregnant women with breech babies. And lo and behold, after 4 or 5 sessions of hypnosis, you know, learning to relax, imagery of nature, all that visual creative visualization. 81 of them turned 80%.
What? Wait,
So I signed up the next day. Right.
so just by imagery,
Yes. Yes.
81%?
Take this across when you get a chance. I'm telling you, that's right. It was the University of Vermont College. Now your Mambo Cha-Cha goes right. I'm not going into that stuff. And so Shauna booked herself an appointment with a psychologist and got, quote, hypnotized.
I think I would.
She is,
You know, wait a second, hang on. You can go see the doctor, and they can try to sort of manually turn the baby.
yeah, we tried that. They tried that. Didn't work.
But, or you can just do it by this imaging.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is new research. It hasn't worked on Shauna yet, but we're hoping.
That's a high success rate.
Here's the last basic. Now just give me Mambo Cha-Cha side to side. It's a huge success rate.
That's amazing.
I know.
I thought it was worth a
So
try.
tonight, when she's in her room, don't call. Leave her alone. She's in there. Well, so many hypnotic things. Last two. Last one, just give me a little hamstring stretch. Yeah, isn't it interesting?
Wow.
Because what happens is this. Get the mom to sort of relax, lose her anxieties, physically relax, loosens up a little bit, the little guy can kind of shift up, and then let gravity do its job.
So he's sitting right, or she's sitting right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
move over, let's try your fast drop on the
I think in my case, he turned so late, but then he had a maximum growth phase. And there's no way there's room anymore, but I'm still gonna try.
Yeah, listen, what? It can't hurt anything. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. Why wouldn't you do that?
Ah, exactly.
So here you go. Hip flexor stretch.
That's without the use of drugs or anything?
Yeah,
That's all
absolutely.
this.
Yeah.
That's great.
University of Vermont College. If you want to look up the original research, you should give them a shout, give them a call. I think I read that originally in American Health Magazine. Okay, let's try the other hamstring. Oh, yeah, it does feel good. We're not going to hang here long. This is kind of preparatory stretch. And you know, you could even work on it yourself. I mean, you could work with relaxation techniques. Just calm down, chill out, forget about the money that this baby's going to cost you down the road, the college education. Let it go. Okay, you got hip flexors, and now the fun starts. You ready to work?
You bet.
Put it in basic. There we go.
Okay.
And hands front to back. But listen, let me just get this straight with you. If this baby does turn, I want full credit.
You bet.
Yes, yeah. That's it. To the rescue. Give me one knee right here. Now give me a basic.
I want to have you know that I have no credit. I take no credit for the pregnancy itself, okay?
No, nor did we plan on involving you in any way.
Your husband might have something to say
You
about
might just.
Knee in the corner, but you know what you did with me.
that. I did which?
You made me make a will when I had that baby.
I told you. I made you do
Those
that.
are the kind of things you have to do.
I put it off, and Lonnie just sort of drugged me by the ear, kicking and
I
screaming.
kept saying, you're going to die before you make the will.
That's it, I did it. And I'm glad I did it. I'm going to make a change. This basic, I'm going to make a march. Join me when you can. 5, 6, 7, up, okay. March. So that I can show you this. It's a U-turn. Now I'm going to come back and get you. Here we go. Together, kids. Back it up. Yep, there we go. Now keep your eye on your step.
It is a U-turn.
It is a U-turn.
Yeah?
Are you going to show your fancy, crazy version?
Oh, come on, Lonnie, the spin doctor. You can do
I have
it.
to wait, I think.
Come on, show us.
I'll wait till you do your doubles.
Okay.
Then I'll do it.
All right, we got one knee right there. I'm going to make it a double knee. You catch it when you can. Let's do it this in with you. 1, 2, march. You got it? 1,
I'm putting in my spin doctor now.
yes?
Yeah.
I'm waiting today. Because Shauna, I did one, really. The ground was just a little bit wet. I spun right down. What do we call this? Chickadees?
I think what a knee repeater U-turn.
Yeah. Anytime you hear U-turn, you should brighten right up, because we're going to leave this after 2 more. And then we're going to come back and pick it up with no preparation. All right, just give me basic.
You're going to make it complicated, aren't you, darling?
As bad as possible.
Okay,
Don't
thank
forget
you.
that step.
Just what I like.
2 basics, tap on 8. Here's 1.
2, 3, 4,
Here's
5,
2.
6, 7, 8.
There we are.
2, 3,
Here's your tap,
6,
and check. Go. Okay. I'm going to take the first march, first basic, and then march on the floor for the second basic. So I'm up, and I stay down. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now all you have to do is make that a B step up. 5, 6, here's your tap. Okay, now you put a little twist on it, a little turn on it. Very fancy. Position yourself to get into a turn straddle. Coming up next, here's my demonstration. Up and down and up and 5, 7, 8. Up,
fancy
up,
move there.
down, march, 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 and tap. May I call that turn straddle?
You may.
Thank you. May I add on? Give me this tap and a knee repeater 3. Right here, stay here. 2, down tap. Here we go. Turn straddle. That's it. Here's your knee repeater 3.
Let's make it more challenging. What are you going to do?
Okay. Oh, Ron, you said the word.
I love this
Here
stuff.
we go. Do it with me. Do it. Shauna can't do it.
I'm not doing it.
What are you going to do?
It's hot sand.
Hot sand.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have to go twice as fast. I'll do it if you haven't got good shoes.
Yeah, that's fun.
You don't have to do it. Shauna is there.
No, you can
Stick with me version. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you want to do it, let me give you a tip. Stay right over the center of your step. Right over here. Another tip. Light on your feet. Do it on your tiptoes. 3, 4, 5, 6. New Peter. Yes. You want to keep it up, Ronnie?
I like this one.
Okay, let's add on next time.
Okay, what?
Crossovers. Do your knee repeater. Here come 4 crossovers. 2 more. Ready? It's a very hot beach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeater. Now crossover. 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Okay, turn straddle. Yeah, you can hear the rhythm. You gotta stay in the rhythm. Crossover 2 more. Now, we're gonna do 1 more like that. And after the knee repeater, next time, this time we're gonna cross over. Next time, this crossover is
What are you going to
gone.
replace it with?
Knee repeater, you turn.
I thought so.
Here we go, turn straddle. Hot sand if you want. Knee repeater 3, stay here. Tap down, knee repeater 2. You turn at the end. There we go. 2 again. Oh, brilliant. You turn. Get ready. Hot sand. Here it is. Turn straddle. Knee repeater 3. Can you keep this going on your own? Stand back.
Pretty tough.
Knee repeater 2. You turn. For your viewing pleasure, we have all dug deep into our memory banks for our favorite jokes.
Favorite jokes.
And
We try to find jokes that are clean.
And here's
that's-
and here's mine.
Okay.
And I give credit where credit due. It comes to me compliments of John Cox, who is our makeup person at About Face. And you never go in there what he doesn't have some risque joke. And this is the cleanest one I've heard from him in years. Okay. And you know, we talk a lot about overweight and obesity. Guy goes to his doctor. He's obese. He's put on so much weight over the last few years. He says to his doctor, I don't know what to do about this. I just cannot seem to lose weight. My belly's gotten so big that I can't see my dowaji. And the doctor says, well, you're just going to have to diet. And the patient says, really? What color?
That's a good stopper, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a silly pregnancy joke.
Okay.
This woman is expecting twins. She's
Okay.
seen it on the sonogram or heard it on the sonogram. She knows there are two in there. Comes time to give birth. Only one baby appears. So years later, the woman dies. There's this funny noise heard coming from the corpse. It goes, "Do-do-do-do. You got my brother, but you didn't get me. Do-do-do-do. I was hiding behind the left kidney."
Oh, well,
You've got to be an actress. You've got to be an actress to tell it.
but you tell it very well. It reminds me of, that's the same tune as way down south at Batesville High. We got a team that just won't die. Okay,
2,
Ronnie.
4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
Okay, I remember that last winter. You know, it was a cold winter in Calgary, and it was so cold last winter that I actually saw a couple of my lawyer friends with their hands in their own pockets.
You wouldn't count yourself amongst
No, not at all.
Okay, we're just holding this turn straddle in case you lost the beat during that break.
Well, it's a pretty tough exercise.
Well, let's do the hot sand. We'll beep it up. Here it is.
You'll notice that those of us on 3 risers are just doing this basic one here.
Well, let's add on this time. Here's your knee repeater 3. We're backtracking. Give me hot sand or whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, do it again like that. We'll add on after the knee repeater. Knee repeater 3. And here's your knee repeater 2. You turn. You turn. I turn. We all turn. And here it is. The tough stuff. Wow, I do have fun on that. Knee repeater 2. U-turn. How many more? 14 more. Last time. Up and down. Whoa, lost the beat there. U-turn. Dadgummit, I want to do it one more time just to hear that beat. Humor me once more. 1, 2, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Got it. And U-turn. Here you go. Okay, I'm leaving it for dead. I promise I'm done.
All right.
Give me basic. I do love that.
That's a great move.
Did you do that before you were pregnant? Yep. Did you like it? Uh-huh. I did it while I was pregnant too, but later on you call that stuff. Joke. Okay, single knees. Then 2 more basics. 1 more basic. Give me single knees. 3 of them. Turn this way. 2 of them. Now cross right over. Come toward me. And 3 knees. Now scoot back. Right at the end of your step. Cross over the diagonal. And use these 3 knees to scoot you back. That's it. Bend over. Now, Lonnie, back to this study about the turning fetuses.
Can I just interrupt you? Let's do a curl. Let's do a curl back.
Okay. Curls instead of knees. Uh-oh, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Rocking horses.
Rocking horses. Okay,
Here
what do
it
we do?
is. You got a curl lift. Look at this, curl lift. That's right.
Okay.
Very appropriate for Sean. Well, Lonnie, in these 100 women, breech baby women that were hypnotized, remember?
Yeah.
81 of those
Study, yes.
fetuses turned. But listen, they had a control group. They had 100 women who were breech babies and were not hypnotized.
Oh, okay.
So now it's really getting to be of value.
More scientific.
Yeah. And only 26 of those babies turned.
26% versus 81%.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So I wanted just to make it clear to you really how very valuable that might turn out to be. You know, it might be one coincidence. It's only one study.
Yeah, mind you, and that is a pretty small population. 100.
Yep. Hey, cross over now. We got it down to 2 rocking horses. That's it. Cross over now.
How long ago was that study? Do you remember?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I want to think, though, it was in the last year and a
Oh, okay.
half.
Pretty
And we're
recent.
not talking 1985.
Yeah, pretty
I'd like to know when they did it, too.
In the pregnancy?
When they intervened with hypnosis. It says close to delivery. so close. Hey, guess what? We can only afford one rocking horse. One horse. Almost done. Yes. Just give me crossovers. All the crossovers. Now listen. How hard are you worked? You might say to me, God, I worked so hard. I mean, it was brutal. Well, I hope not. Then you shouldn't do the hot sand. You should do what Shauna does. Man, that was a piece of cake. I didn't even feel like that was a workout. Would you please raise your step a little higher?
That was a piece of angel food cake.
You can say, I worked hard. I worked hard. Not brutal, not easy, but hard. Then you're really in the perfect ballpark. Okay, can you keep this going? See you back to cool down. I can't tell you how many letters I get from people who were completely sedentary through high school and college, who were not active in their youth. Then they put on weight, then they got serious about exercise. It's certainly easier if you're active all the way along and you just refine things, learn more, broaden your repertoire as you grow older. But you're not doomed if you didn't. You can certainly become active in adulthood and become so much stronger, fitter, and leaner. You need to be faithful. You need to know that wherever you start, as long as you hang in there, as long as you progress, you will get better. We've seen people who are really quite heavy become lean and competent and healthy, strong people. It figures. Okay, we got you marked, and I want to show you 2 cycles of march, circle, stomp. Ready? Just wait on me. I'm going to march 1, 2, circle, and stomp. Hang on, I'm coming back for you. Circle, and stomp. Now with me, and circle. 5, 6, 7, 8. March, march, 5, 6, 7, stomp. That's it. Yes. And so you have to keep your balance. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and watch Shauna. It is amazing how centered she is. 5, 6, 7, 8. Because as a pregnant woman, your center of balance has changed remarkably, and she really is compensated. More about breach. You know, if everything worked just right, gravity would do its work, and that baby's heaviest part, its head, would sink down low. It doesn't always work that way. Shauna, don't they think that your baby started growing? It had a maximum growth spurt about 2 weeks ago. It turned itself over and started growing. Big growth spurt. That's probably when we fed you all those strawberries that there's a breakfast in your house. I'm telling you.
It wasn't the birds, was it?
5, 6, 7, I lost it. No, it's my balance.
Oh.
I gotta concentrate. Fresh strawberries. Do you guys find this hard? Let's do it. And the extra rotation too. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now try and bend your leg right here.
Try doing this, talking and chewing gum. Right.
So we certainly want you to understand, moms with breech babies, you've not done anything wrong. Come on, it's not your fault. Okay? You do what you can. You get hypnotized. You think relax, relax. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Can you keep this going? Do you have the patience? Can we make it harder? Hey, this is the last march. Just try to hold a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Keep it going. Be back to stretch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
The common question I hear is, how do I get rid of the fat on my thighs or belly or hips? No matter where you store your excess fat, to lose it, you must expend more calories than you take in. So reduce your caloric intake by eating less fat and simple sugar. To increase your caloric output, do regular aerobic exercise like walking or step aerobics, and weight train to build more muscle. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn all day long, even at rest.
Here, if you'll hang your heel off the back of your step, don't walk your knee, but straighten your leg. You have the most delicious gastrocnemius stretch. I want to tell you what we're standing in front of here. There's a river down in that big, beautiful valley called the Kananaskis River. And the reason it's so cold is it arises in the Hague Glacier. I mean, just up the road a piece. So we're real close to the source.
Let's do the other leg.
It is not a skinny dipping river.
No.
It is
I think
a canoe river.
you guys just keep stretching. I think I'm just going to go over here and enjoy a bit of the sunshine, you know.
Give me a break.
This is great. This is beautiful.
I don't have any.
No, just keep your back
We're
turned.
going to go deep now into the soleus muscle, which is beneath your gastrocnemius. Shauna will show you a single soleus stretch. Lonnie, who's back amongst the living, and I are going to do a double soleus stretch. So you come down here, and then you got to lean forward. You have to put your weight on your toes if you're doing the double stretch.
It's hard to feel the stretch, isn't it, too?
Well, I don't ever feel the soleus stretch at the best of times. Most people don't. Your gastroc, most people feel. But the soleus is usually only tight in men, and particularly men who run, you know, who use it. It's your hang in there, 26-mile kind of muscle.
It's the slow twitch.
Yeah, slow twitch fiber. Quads? Yeah, quads sounds good to me. If you'll just move back here and drape yourself around the steps somehow. And the thing that makes the quad stretch work is this pelvic tilt. If you'll bring the bottom of your pelvis forward, that's really easy.
How do you feel, Sean? I mean, is this easy for you to stretch?
Yeah, she's got all these relaxant hormones.
Yeah, that's right.
It makes you more flexible.
That's right.
Yeah. Listen, guys, your hot sand is over. Did you try it? Have a good day. Lord knows you deserve it.
Beautiful.
Figures is produced in association with the Life Network, high on a plateau at the foot of Mount Kidd in the Rocky Mountains of Kananaskis country. Our production tent is supplied by Warner Shelter of Calgary. Like to buy an exercise video, a copy of this show, or one of our cookbooks, call 1-800-MORE-FIT. Viewers requiring an answer from It Figures should enclose $3 and a self-addressed stamped envelope. Sleep is a gentle thing beloved from pole to pole, wrote Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I surely love my sleep, and as I grow older, I respect and protect it more fiercely. No one thoroughly understands the harm done to humans and animals deprived of sleep, but something clearly goes very wrong. A rat, prevented from sleeping, suffers a suppressed immune system, loses the ability to maintain body heat, can't develop a fever, which is the normal response to infection, and dies in about 3 weeks from bacteria run amok. In humans, even moderate sleep deprivation influences our immune system. It undermines our thinking and makes a half-full glass appear half-empty. Science has no complete explanation. If you have exercised regularly for a long time, you too have figured out that sleep deprivation changes physical exertion from a joy to a drag. Tell you more if you'll pick up those weights and build some muscle. But first we have to just get a little blood flow, warm up a tad, march with us, or hop on that rowing machine or your stationary bike. We're going to march to and tap once each side. Looks like this. March, march, tap, tap. March, march, tap, tap. Once more like that. Next time those taps are both on the same side. Changes your lead on march. Tap and tap. March, same side, 2 taps. That's it. March and tap. Once more like that. Okay, next time we have 3 sets of taps. Tap the other side twice. Tap the first side twice. Now march. Taps, other side, first side, march. Tap. That's it. I'm going to leave you after that first set of taps. You do your 2 more sets. I'm going to do some squats. I'm with you. And tap, squat twice. Oh, that'll warm those legs up. And squat. Down, up, march 2, tap 2, squat 2. Couple more, and tap, and squat. We're losing our body heat so fast because there's a real brisk wind here in the Kananaskis. Okay, 2 more. Here's a squat. Another one. Last time. And squats. And work. Okay, pump some iron. Come on down here. We'll do a bicep first. Grab a weight sufficient to challenge your bicep in 10, 12, 13 repetitions. And just curl. That's what your bicep primarily does for a living. It produces elbow flexion. There she is. Are you with us? 1 and up and down. Here's 2. You want to stabilize that elbow against your knee and then stabilize your trunk on your other leg so that your trunk muscles, your back muscles don't have to work. You're in just a little bit of forward flexion or forward bending here. Okay. 2 more. Up and up. What you curling, big guy? 25?
Whatever I can find. Whatever I can find.
Okay, that's it. You did it. Switch arms. Curl and up. Catch us now. We'll count this number 1 and down. That's it. You know, your immune system certainly does affect sleep. And infection affects sleep. You know, infection is famous for making you sleepy. And many experts think that during that sleep, healing goes on. You should give into it. When you're sleepy, go to bed. Last one, guys. Now, we're going to keep that weight because it's a fairly heavy one. And work the back of our arms, our triceps. If you have lighter weights, you need to do 1 arm at a time. But with a heavy weight, you can do both arms at the same time. Watch your back. Look at my arched back. Oh, no, we don't want that. So I'll clear my spine into neutral. Look at my low back. It's my low back. That's it. That's where the problem comes. You don't want that. So ready to lift. She's up and down. Catch us. There's 1 and down. And 2 and down. Almost all our biological functions are governed by a little internal time clock we have in our brain with our circadian rhythm. And it tells us when to
right, not once. Good work. Okay, now we're going to move on to rhomboids. Let me show you this push-up. Have you got a couch or a really sturdy coffee table you could lean on? Kevin is going to do this with weights. Jen and I are going to do it just with our body weight. I'm going to keep my elbows straight. Watch my back. I put my shoulder blades together and then push them apart. Now, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Now, your elbows are not bending. You keep those elbows good and straight, though perhaps not locked. And what's working is your upper back, your scapula. Man, this is valuable work. Can you do it from your knees? Okay, stop a minute. Try it, just try it from your toes. Now you don't want to sink here, nor do you want to throw your butt up in the air. You want to keep a rigid body. Try it here. So down, 2, up, 2. If you do it from your feet, you have to incorporate your trunk muscles. Yes, your abs. And they have to work really hard to keep your body rigid. So it's harder. If you don't like it, drop down to your knees. Rhomboids. 3 more. How you doing? 1, 2. Very valuable work. Can you do 1 to grow on? Last one. Rhomboids. Scapula apart. Oh, hard work, but man, is that valuable. That's going to keep you standing up straight your entire life.
That was a multi-purpose exercise.
Yeah,
That's right. Core stability.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
Roll over here and let's work on your belly now. Look here. Find your range of motion. And for some people it's really broad. Arch as much as you can, and then think of a magnet pulling your navel down to the floor. So explore your range of motion here. I think mine's fairly broad, though you get some people who are gymnasts or ballet dancers who will have even greater range of motion, and lots of men will have less. So find a brace. This is called an abdominal brace, where you contract and pull your belly in. Find a brace that's comfortable. Maybe it'll be really hard, or maybe it won't be quite so hard. It won't be quite so severe. But find a brace that's comfortable. You got it? And that's the position from which you do the following exercises. Get both legs up here, 90 degrees and 90 degrees. Okay, we just lower one leg at a time, but watch what happens. As I start to lower my leg, my brace comes into effect. You don't want to be lowering your leg like that. You've got to be braced. So to a count of 4, it goes 1, 2, 3, switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now here's what can happen in your belly. It works, relax. Work, relax. Or brace, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? All right. Now, that's the easiest version, because one leg is up and one leg is going down. Now, we can make this harder, and you may not want to. Try it and see. If you don't like the next version, drop back to this one. The next version has both legs going at once. 3, 4. 1, 2, and you try not to bring these legs beyond 90 degrees, because look, if I bring that knee way up to my face, it's easier. Now, when you're doing both legs at once, there's no rest, right? Must be coming up soon, though. You must have noticed that this is much harder. Much harder. Round 4, 3, push your belly button right down to the floor. So pull your belly in. All right, now lift your trunk, lift your pelvis in the air. Your abdominal braced. Now, put your hands on your head so you can see your hips. I want you to watch your hips. Here's the challenge. You have to lift up one leg at a time, and your hips don't move. Here's what might happen the first few times. I lift my leg and my hip drops. Oh, you don't want that. Watch this right here and make it just stay still. Here we go. Count of 4. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2. Switch the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1.
And as with almost all training, we have a stronger and a weaker side.
That's right.
I'm not having much difficulty with the back leg, but with shifting to the front leg,
Are you
I really
wobbling?
watch that wobble.
Yeah, try not to wobble, but practice makes perfect. This is exposure. Pull your belly in. Now we're going to go a little faster. Count of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I wobbled. I wobbled that time. Oh, it's when you switch legs it's dangerous. Oh, it's getting better. Watch your pelvis. Couple more. This is something you can practice on your own. Last one. Up and down. How'd you do? Try this in the break. Look at my upper back. Look at my upper back. Rhomboids come into play. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades together. And then keeping my neck in neutral. That's not lifting my head. Keeping my neck straight. I use my back muscles to lift and lower down slow. So it's up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 2, 3, 4, lower, lower, lower. Try that in the break. See back. And lower. 4, 3, 2, rhomboids, lift, and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, up.
Lisa May is an old friend of mine, is diligent in her pursuit of fitness. You exercise in the morning at 5:30.
I sure do.
Now, to many of us would say that price is too high.
No, fitness is very important to me. I wake up and I'm a morning person. I'm bright and cheery first thing in the morning. I've got lots of energy and I like to get it done. And then after work, there's no excuse. I've done my workout. There's no excuse.
Are there never mornings that you just say, go away, I want this time to...
Well, even if I've had a late night, I've gone to bed real late, I still set the alarm for 5:30 and I get up and yeah, I don't feel like it, but once I'm doing it, it gives me energy.
Isn't that the way? 10 minutes in, no matter how you felt before, 10 minutes in, it often feels fine.
Yeah, and I know that, so I know if I'm a bit groggy, it's going to go away in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, there's your testimonial, folks. It figures.
Okay, pile on the weights, kids. It's leg time.
Torture time.
It's torture time. You whine, you wuss.
I'm a cardio pig.
Oh, geez, getting her into
You
the
wait
weight
here
room
to
is
train me
so
to
tough.
wait.
We're going to work on
my
my
ear.
quadriceps. Hush, hush. Get to work. Here's a good way to do quadriceps. This leg is going to work, so it's the one with the toe on the floor. Get your hands and knees real close together. Let your head go down, and that works your quadriceps. Don't try and do this with your head stand. You know those little birds that kind of dip in the water?
Yeah,
Think of that. Ready? Here we go. And it's up, 2, down, 2. Head goes down, head comes up. Now you don't have to lock your leg when you extend it. Stop just short of locking it. Up, 2, down, 2. That's the quadricep, the big muscle group in the front of your thigh. When you straighten that leg, it
it's working. I can feel it. Just this little extra weight on that one foot. Here's the last one. And stay down. Switch legs. Are you ready? Okay.
Okay.
Nothing weights?
None at all. The quads are my strong point.
Put your hands closer to your knees. Yeah. Oh, closer still. Closer still.
Is that make it harder?
Yes, it is. Ready, go. Up, down. We want a real severe V, in other words. A real tight V.
Look, she's making this really hard for me.
Up, down. So when you're extended, your head is looking at your foot. And up and down. Are you with us? Hey, you guys who have the audacity to sit at home on the couch, you get up on the floor. One more. Come on, once more. Up and down. Because a lot of this stuff, you know, you don't have to have weights. You can just use your body weight. Okay, outside thigh. This is called abduction. You lift up and down and down. Now you can do this on the floor. You don't have to have a step, but if you do, it makes it so easy and you get some negative range of motion. You get a greater range of motion. So this is challenging the muscles on the outside of your thigh. They are called the abductor muscles. That's the function that they perform. Two more. Up and up. Last one. Up and down and down. Good work. Okay. Flip over. Try the other side. And as Jennifer always remarks, we're not quite even, are we?
No.
One side is often stronger.
And one side strong. Oh, this is my strong side.
Well, good for you.
Oh, good.
There's something to write home about. Lift and lower. You know, Ecclesiastes is a guy in the Bible who wrote, "There's a time to live and time to die." And the old guy was right. Our circadian rhythm has somehow deemed that we should be born mostly between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. Last one. That's when most babies are born. Okay, stand up here with something as a prop, and we'll do hamstrings. Now, this weight-bearing leg, the one you're going to stand on, should not be locked. And this arch in your back needs to go. This is gone. You need the pelvic tilt. And these thighs should be together. Because look, when you do this, it's not good hamstring work. You want these thighs parallel, and then the move is just this. It's knee flexion. So come on, join me when you can. Count this. 1.
Oh, that was
And
three.
You got like 3.
Well, if most babies are born between 12 and 4 in the morning, when do most people die? Mornings. It's
Really?
mornings.
Same time span?
No, it's from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Huh.
And I've often wondered if that's because you're coming out of deep sleep, you know, and your body is preparing to wake up and starting to work harder. I'm not sure. It's very interesting, though.
I'm sure this is our last one.
It is. It's
By the
actually
way.
one too many.
Yeah.
Try the other side. Remember that's bent. Get rid of your arch in your back. So pelvic tilt ready. And lift. Up and down. Up
This isn't
and
my
up.
strongest side.
It isn't?
No, it was the other one.
Just mind your back. It's really your back that we want to watch. But that back is not arched. Okay, finish this off in the break. Take your weights off and come back to work more upper body. And down.
Jean-Pierre Dupre is a blood fat specialist at Laval University. He says fat just under the skin is only a beauty concern. It's excess fat deep in the abdomen, under the muscle, between the internal organs that's a threat to life. Measure the circumference of the smallest part of your waist and the widest part of your buttocks. Divide your waist by your hip measurement. If the ratio is 0.8 or above for women, 9.5 or above for men, you need to reduce your fat. If a high heart rate during exercise is good for you, why is a high heart rate at rest bad? Well, regular high heart rate exercise, aerobic exercise, strengthens the heart and makes the body more efficient at delivering oxygen through the blood to the rest of the body. Indeed, one of the long-term effects of regular aerobic exercise is a lower resting heart rate, and that benefit far outweighs any risk of a temporary increase in heart rate during exercise.
Shoulder presses. Grab a weight that will challenge you in 12 reps or so. We'll probably just do 10. Rather than back here, keep them a little bit forward. Now mind my low back. That's the part I want you to watch. Oh my goodness, what do we see? An arch. Not going to happen. I'm going to straighten that out. I'll be safe to press up and down. Okay, catch us when you can. Jennifer is reminding me that I have complained so many times about workout facilities that are too hot. And it's a little nippy here in the Kananaskis, and I'm not going to complain. She will just go ballistic. That's it, you're looking good. Revving up your metabolism by activating your muscle fiber. That's fine? Okay. I heard that. Okay. Shall we do pecs, chest? Oh, let's try. Okay. On your back side. Here you go, down. Now, I know I sound like a nag, but mind your back. Get rid of this arch. Slap that back right down. And now you're safe to do it. So you come out, and big butterfly wings, close up for 2, out for 2. Try and keep your arm straighter rather than bent tight, so that they're butterfly wings. Good. Finish that one off in the break. Come on back, we'll do a little more work. Up and down. You know, life certainly has its hiccups, and I was reminded of that this year when I fell down a waterfall and bruised or fractured my ribs, and I was confined to bed pretty much, certainly confined to the couch for about 2 months. And you know, when I started back, my energy was gone, my muscle mass had decreased. It was really kind of depressing. You know, I had to start way back a lot easier. But I was just diligent and I hung in there, and I had a lot of cheerleaders, a lot of friends behind me. And I encourage you to have faith too. I often hear from people who've had surgery or who've been in some sort of accident, and they feel like the world is just falling apart. Well, it hasn't. You will recuperate, and you'll have to start, you know, at ground zero and rebuild, but the building is lots faster than it ever was initially. Hang in there. Being tenacious is a real good characteristic. Okay, the last charge of the day, we work these deltoids, lifting up to horizontal and down and into the side, only to shoulder height and down. So front and down and side and down. Good work. This muscle mass will be real valuable over the long term. It's time well spent. Go get them. Catch you next time. Side.
It Figures is produced in association with the Life Network, high on a plateau at the foot of Mount Kidd in the Rocky Mountains of Kananaskis country. Our production tent is supplied by Warner Shelter of Calgary.
Here's 2 more. Up.
like to buy an exercise video, a copy of this show, or one of our cookbooks, call 1-800-MORE-FIT. Viewers requiring an answer from It Figures should enclose $3 and a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Now try the trap stretch, you know, where, you remember this one where you pull, now put that hand down and you pull this one.
Stanford University and the University of California mounted a study to examine the knees of 28 middle-aged runners and 27 same-aged non-runners. They periodically x-rayed everyone's knees for arthritis, and both groups had some osteoarthritis just because of the normal wear and tear of aging. The runners who clocked in 2 to 4 hours of running weekly were no worse off than the non-runners, and the runners were much less likely to suffer other physical disabilities compared to the sedentary group. You know, some folks are just blessed with perfect biomechanics, and they can run big mileage, do the same repetitive exercise for years with no injury. But most of us live in bodies which are imperfect, and we have to play by the rules. The first of which is cross-train. Do a variety of aerobic exercise like we do here on It Figures. That way you vary the stresses on your body. So today, the exercise du jour is step aerobics. I'll tell you the other rules as we work out.
Let's get you going. Just give me a march.
What do you mean exercise du jour is step aerobics? What's this all about?
Santa has had French since kindergarten. She's working on her mom.
Okay.
And she's horrified by her mom, if the truth be known. 1, 2, 3, tap. It's 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, watch what happen. I go 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. Try it once more. Okay, grapevine to the side and back. Yep. Here's your march up. 1, 2, 3. March down. Grapevine out back. Yeah.
How you feeling there, Shauna?
Pretty good, thank you. Lots of movement. Yep. Lots of kicks. It's nice.
What you doing about 15 minutes?
Have a look-see. Have a look-see. You grapevine. And next time, put those grapevines on the step. March up. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Now, if you can, grapevine across on the step. And Shauna will call this march up. An A-step. An A-step, yeah. I always hear you ringing in my mind. A-step. She calls that an A-step. It feels like an A. And across. All right. Once more like that. And down. And across. Next time, we're only going to do one grapevine. March up. March down. Grapevine across. Stay here. Up, touch, down, touch. That's it. March up. And tap. March down. One grapevine across. Up, touch, down, touch. March up. And march down. And up to grapevine. Stay here. Up, touch, down, touch. March up. 1, 2, 3. Do what you know. Off you go. I stay down. We're together. March up. 1, 2, 3, tap. Grapevine on the floor. Now here's your up, tap, down, tap. And march up. And tap. Grapevine on the floor. Here's your up, touch, down, touch. I'm going to change next time. That up, touch, down, touch. Grapevine. You do your up, touch, down, touch. I do 2-step knees. March up. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Grapevine on the floor. Can you join me? 2-step knees. And this knee marches up. 2, 3. And down. Grapevine. Step knee. This knee marches right up there. And tap. And down. And tap. Grapevine across. Step knees. And march. 1, 2, 3. Last time, kids. And I want you to just hold these step knees. Hold them here. Yep. Make that a step tap.
exercise du jour is step aerobics.
The
What's happening
exercise tomorrow.
with the future?
What's tomorrow in French? Demain. Exercise demain.
In Italian, it's a
It's
domani.
got to be something with resistance training, it's strength training, weight training, muscle building. We all do it as long as you shake it up. Yeah, that's right. Heck, for the aerobic activity, you can run, you can swim, you can bike. Mountain biking is so popular here in Kananaskis country. Your body doesn't really care what the aerobic activity is, just so you get it in there
Especially if you get that bike
every other
and
day.
head straight up that mountain. Right up there.
Like you could.
You're gonna
Like
feel
you
no
could.
problem. No problem.
Hip flexor, folks. Hip flexor. Lonnie, I know you're good at that bike. You use it in the city, but that is one mother of a mountain.
The mother of all mountains.
Okay, switch off. Let's do your other gastrocnemius. That's calf muscle. You don't want to be doing high impact activities, running, high impact aerobics, jump rope, that kind of stuff. If you have any condition that's exacerbated by that activity, here you got a hip flexor, and you'll know, hey, if it hurts, don't do it.
You still have to do the hamstring on this side, too.
Are you a mother or what?
I just can't
Yeah,
afford
Sean,
I
you need the hamstring
have
there.
met my equal. I have met my equal. She's as big a nag as I am.
And I gotta tell you, when I'm sitting here with you two on the set, this is really hurting me.
Okay, enough of this nonsense. Put her in basic.
I can't afford any imbalance in my present condition, folks. We gotta do both sides.
Okay, 2 basics, tap on 8. Here's 1. Here's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna mess up this second basic. You do what you know. I keep it on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 1 basic. Stay down and march.
You're messing
5,
it up.
6, 7, tap.
Not
Yeah.
sure about that.
5, 6, 7, 10, and then make your basic real broad. It's a V step. All right. Now, when you can get to it, put a little turn in your V. 5. Don't forget this tap right here.
3,
And just march.
5, 6, 7,
Tap. Good. Now, whenever you can manage, this becomes a straddle turn. So you can straddle down and up. Have again a look up, up, down, down, up, up. Here's the tap.
Okay, I'll try it this time.
Yep. All right, we're rocking along.
What are we gonna call that?
Turn straddle.
Okay.
What do you call it?
Oh, that's fine. Sounds good to me.
We're going to add a knee hiccup. Not Shauna.
Yep.
Anybody who likes propulsion. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 5, 6. So it
that
happens
in
on
for me,
5,
didn't you?
6. Yep, I did. Yeah, you like
Looks so good on you, Lonnie.
You also don't want to do any kind of low impact if you have internal joint or
Did you
ligament
say low
damage.
impact?
No, you don't want to do any high impact.
Right.
If you have internal joint or ligament damage, if you have post-exercise pain, particularly chronically, day after day, sign is don't do it. When your body hurts after exercise,
Listen to your body.
it's telling you. That's it.
And in pregnancy, all your joints relax. So you have to be that much more careful because you're less stable.
And that's why Shauna's not doing any propulsion. I suspect she could. We don't want to bring on labor.
Not when we're this
And we
far
don't want
along.
to hurt her joints.
We don't want labor right now, please.
Let's add on. Tap down, give me knee repeater 3, right here. And you're going to tap down at the end. Okay. Here's your turn straddle. Knee hiccup, repeater 3.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Good work. Okay. Here's your hiccup, repeater 3. Now, if you should notice any swelling in your joints, your hips, knees, or other joints, bad sign. That's strain and trauma. So, those are all signs that you probably need to get someone in a position of expertise and knowledge to evaluate what's happening. And you may want to change your activity.
Speaking of changing activities.
Okay. Oh, they're bored already. Can we continue your shell. There we go. Up, up. And abduction. Okay. We're doing opposite hands. I like your hands.
I got it, sorry.
That's all right.
Look like you're starting to cry, Sean.
Oh, there we go. None of this is sacred. I just have to get on the program. Okay, side leg lift. Yep. Oh, you know, there is just so much interesting stuff coming down the tube for joints.
Yeah.
They're now doing these cartilage replacements. You know, your cartilage in your joints is your shocks. Your shocks. And it's a tough, slippery material, really tough. And it softens all your everyday jolts. And sometimes that stuff just wears out. It eases the friction between your bones, basically, where your bones meet.
It's hard to buy new shocks.
Unfortunately, your knee won't grow new cartilage. It doesn't regenerate inside your body. Last time. And just give me basic. Good work.
All right.
2 basics, 2 single knees. Here's 2 basics. Your knees are on the end. Down tap. Knee walk, walk. Back to the center. Put in your 2 basics. Single knees. Though the cartilage won't regenerate in your body, the hope for their future is cartilage transplants. Surgeon goes in, removes a little piece of cartilage from your knee, mixes it up in a Cuisinart, throws it in a test tube or a petri dish, grows it, injects it back into your body, and guess what? So far, it has restored nearly frictionless movement.
You're kidding.
Wow. That is incredible.
That is pretty interesting. That sounds
When I
pretty
need it, I'm going to be the first in line. Okay, kids, can you keep her going? We'll be back and we'll develop this. 2 single knees.
I'm sure we will.
Up. This is Brian Bygrave, who's the director of golf at the Kananaskis Country Golf Course. Was that course designed by a famous designer? How did it evolve?
Well, the Alberta government back in about 1977 commissioned probably the leading golf course architect in the world. That's Robert Trent Jones. And they gave him a clear mandate to build them a championship 36-hole tournament-style golf facility that could be of a world-class nature. And he's certainly done that. He incorporated the natural setting. As a matter of fact, he claimed this was the finest natural setting he'd ever been given to work with. And
Tell us a little bit about him. Where is he from? What other courses has he designed?
Mr. Jones is an American. He's from New Jersey, and he's designed some of the famous courses. Pinehurst, Pine Valley are very, very famous courses and some of the most sought after in the United States. And his design techniques are a little bit familiar from course to course. He uses a lot of water and uses large greens with lots of undulations and a lot of sand in his courses.
On a scale of 1 to 5, is this course a 5 in terms of difficulty or somewhere in the middle?
I think the interesting part about these courses is you can take them from 1 to 5 by the choice of tee placement. We have 4 or 5 tee boxes in every hole, making the hole anywhere from quite a manageable challenge to a real bear by going to the gold tees. So it really does lend itself to players of all ability. It can handle the touring pro, and it can handle the, I wouldn't say the novice player, but the high handicapper.
I'll be over and you can take me around the beginner slope.
We'll put you on the beginner slope.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, 2 single knees right here. There's a tap down. There's a walk. Now, this time, put that first knee right off the end. Tap down off the end, walk off the back.
L step, right? L step.
That's it.
Not
Come
an E
on,
step.
L,
L step.
we love Kananaskis. Tap down.
Alphabet finish.
Yeah, we do.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter L and A.
Okay, now, this is the last time basics. They're not in here anymore. You're going to walk, and do your L at the other end. That's it, right here. Okay, here's a little change. Instead of tap down, I slide that knee. So you've got a knee, a slide, and your last knee. Knee, slide, knee. I put a little zip into it with a punch.
Oh, that's fun.
What's that?
Have a look.
Punch it out. Okay.
Hey. Now, punch, punch. Work. Yeah.
This is exactly what Shauna's little baby is doing inside.
But you're not kidding. Sometimes Shauna just has her breath taken away by kicking babies.
And you can see my leotard move. It's most disturbing. The alien.
I want to tell you that these cartilage problems are kind of just part of aging. You know, it is the most common knee problem in North America.
Right, especially when you get older, you gotta watch
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, you know, when we're out hiking these mountains at age 65, we might want a little cartilage touch-up. A little nip on our cartilage, throw in some new cells. Tired? Getting there. One more?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. Basic.
Basic.
I want to change the beat to the floor. I'm going to ask you to march 2 on the top, 2 on the floor, etc. In 4, 3, 2, march up, march down, march up. Now give me singles. There you go. Turn this sideways. Shauna, show us the famous slow vamp step.
Okay.
We'll wait for you.
The special silhouette
4,
shot.
3, 2, go, girl.
Slow.
Down, up.
The only time
We'll
you
come
get
to that. We'll come back and get that. But right now, we're going to cue you to 4 alternate lunges. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunge, 4, alternate. Scoot back. Now, down, up. Reverse basic twice.
Then what?
Now, 3 lunges. Alternate.
And then off the back.
Get off the back and hang here. Just march. You ready to do that vamp step?
Slow.
Here we go. Slow. Reverse basic. Stay here. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 lunges, side to side. Scoot back. 2 reverse basics. Okay, 1 more. 3 lunges, side to side.
Then what?
Get off.
And go
Now,
right
slow. Yes. Okay, hang here. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 lunges, side to side, scoot back. 2 reverse basics. And 3 lunges. 3. Get off the back and get ready to vamp. Back on slow.
Very nice.
4, 3, 2, and lunge. 4, 3, 2 reverse basics. Coming up are 3 lunges. 3. Get off the back side. Get right back up. Slow. 4, 3, 2, and lunge. 4 times. 3 times. Reverse basic twice. Is this making any sense?
It is.
Lunge 3. Get off the back. Slow squat. With me? Basic. Change your lead right now. Basic squat. Okay. Look at me and tell me honestly, how hard are you working?
Honestly?
Can you say, I'm working hard. Yep.
That was good. That was good today.
It's fun. If you are working so hard that this is not fun, that you cannot talk easily, then you're working too hard. We don't want it to be brutal. It needn't be brutal. So take your step down a notch, or don't jump. Somehow you need to make it easier. The simplest way is lower your step. On the other hand, if this is a piece of cake, would you please get another riser for your step? Okay, keep this going, will ya? We're gonna come back and develop it and cool you down properly. Hup. As Canadians, we have plenty of opportunity to exercise in a cool environment. And it's stimulating and invigorating, number one, because heat saps your strength and makes you unable to produce your peak performance. Number two, you burn lots more calories, fat calories included, in the cold. But the trick is to layer, and you just pile on as much as you need. And as soon as you warm up, you'll have to start peeling off because your body begins to generate its own heat to a greater degree. The important thing is that to cool down, you have to start adding the layers back. So if you're exercising with me outside on your patio, come in for the cool down or the stretch. If you're going for a run, come in to stretch. For sure, don't be stretching out in 0-degree weather. Okay, we left you on a basic and a squat, a basic and a squat. Can we add on?
Sure.
After the squat, step touches this way. For 4, 3, here comes your basic, here comes your squat, step touch to the other outside, 4, 3, and guess what? Basic is back. That's it. And step touch. You know, these same researchers who are working on developing cartilage replacement are also dreaming big dreams. They hope one day to be able to regenerate in a test tube cells to do replacements for your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments,
everything's
your
replaceable.
bones. Bionic person. It is so interesting.
That is interesting.
To dream these big dreams and then sit back and watch it happen.
Yeah.
Just so valuable. You know, lots of folks, my mother was one, become inactive and suffer the consequences of a sedentary life because of joint problems. I mean, that just makes your heart sick. You know, you take an active, vibrant person, and just because their joints give out, they become sedentary.
I always remember that the little story I asked you about this one time, and I said to you, what about all the people? Everybody argues that they get a lot of injuries from doing exercise. You said, I'd rather have the injuries from an active lifestyle than the injuries from an inactive lifestyle, like heart attack.
Better a strained ankle than a bypass.
That's right. That was
And
years
you
ago.
know, if you train smart, like we do, you minimize the injuries, please.
Yes.
Very minimal. Here's the last time. Hold these step touches. Hold them right here. Now make them step top taps. They look like this. They go step, tap the step. That's it. A pattern, a single, a double. Again, a single. You keep moving, see back to stretch. And a double. Again.
Metabolism is the body's process of breaking down and converting food to usable energy to power life functions like respiration. Resting metabolism is the minimum energy required to sustain life at rest. The higher your resting metabolism, the easier it is to stay lean. So, how do you increase your resting metabolism? Pump iron to make muscle. The more muscle you have, the higher your resting metabolism rate.
Okay, kneel down on your step here and press your heel toward the floor, and you get the most delicious gastronomic stretch.
Thank you for giving me your step, Mommy.
You're welcome, Shauna. You need a higher step these days.
I do.
That was sweet of you.
You've got my feet are a long way away.
If you pull this foot now in and make as severe a bend as you can in your knee, keeping your heel down, you get a deeper stretch in the soleus muscle. Now when your heel comes off, you don't get as good a stretch. So try and press that heel down, but you get that knee bent as much as you can, as tight an angle as you can in there. Okay, other side, soleus.
You know, I noticed, Charlene, that the University of Calgary has an ad campaign on, and they call it the Year of the Lonely Couch.
Yeah,
Get off
what
your
a
couch.
great
The Year of the
idea.
Lonely Couch.
What a great idea.
So
That's a
get you to take
yeah,
activities.
a
and
neat
courses.
idea. There's a ton of exercise going on in these here hills. I'm telling you, this is great hiking weather, and I mean there are just no end of high country trails. Move down here, straddle your step, throw your butt in the air, and stretch your hamstrings.
You guys.
Go get them, kids. You're perfect. We'll wait.
It Figures is produced in association with the Life Network, high on a plateau at the foot of Mount Kidd in the Rocky Mountains of Kananaskis country. Our production tent is supplied by Warner's Shelter of Calgary. If you would like to buy an exercise video, a copy of this show, or one of our cookbooks, call 1-800-MORE-FIT. Viewers requiring an answer from It Figures should enclose $3 and a self-addressed stamped envelope.